Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Bob Morris, Professor of Biology at Wheaton College, and this is Science with Dr. Bob. This is a new show to introduce and explain all different subjects in science in fun and interesting ways. And why are we doing this? Well, for a couple of reasons. One, because science is amazing. And number two, because we're all scientists. Why would I say that? Well, because we're human, and humans are naturally curious creatures. We wonder about new situations, what's going to happen, and we all use the same process to figure that out. We all use the scientific method to figure that out. So to demonstrate that, let's do an experiment. We've got two dishes of mystery crystals here, and let's start with this one. What is that? Well, anytime you're trying to figure something out, you come up with an idea first. You gather information, you got an idea. Well, it's kind of crystally, it's kind of powdery, it kind of looks like either sugar, maybe salt. So we get some more information. There's our idea. So let's test that. Here's 10 grams of it. We're going to put that, we're going to take that bit of this mystery crystal, and we'll just add 300 milliliters, about 1.25 cups of water to it. I'm going to add a drop of food coloring so that we can see the water a little bit better, and stir that in. There we go. And now, if this is really sugar or salt, then I should be able to add this 300 mils to that powder and stir it up, and it should dissolve right away. And sure enough, it's dissolving just fine. So yeah, that fits our idea, sugar or salt. So we keep that idea because all the information fits, but we need some more information. So where did that mystery crystal come from? Well, in fact, it came from this bag. And so yeah, sure enough, it probably is sugar. And we've gotten an idea, we've gathered information about that idea, and as all the information fits, we keep that idea. That one seems like sugar. What about this one? This mystery crystal kind of looks the same, maybe a little more powdery, but it could be sugar. There's 10 grams of it. And if 10 grams of this powder is sugar, then we should be able to add our water to it. I'm going to make that water a little more visible. There we go. Stir in that food coloring. Yeah, sure, this must be water because it's dissolving that water-based food coloring pretty well. And now we're going to pour this. If this is sugar, then we should be able to pour this water in and stir it up. Okay. I never tire of this experiment because, in fact, no, that is definitely not sugar. Definitely not sugar. We have to throw that idea out because it doesn't fit all of the information that we have. So, well, given that that is not sugar, what could it be? Well, where did it come from? We know that came from a bag of sugar. Where did this powder come from? Well, in fact, it came from these baby diapers. And it turns out that that powder is sodium polyacrylate. It is also called instant snow. And it's perfectly safe. You can touch it. But in the baby diaper, there's fabrics between that powder, which is woven into the fibers, and baby skin. So the babies actually don't even touch that. But it does swell with other liquids in the baby diaper, and there it is absorbing water. In fact, sodium polyacrylate can absorb about between 100 and 1,000 times its own weight in water. So then one of the nice things about science is that if it's true at one scale, it should help us make predictions about what's true at other scales. So if it's true for 10 grams and 300 mils of water, it should be true for 100 grams and 3,000 milliliters of water. Okay, so let's add some food coloring so the water's a little bit easier to see. There we go. We'll take our little wand here and we'll stir that in. There we go. And if it was good for 100 grams and 300 mils, it should be good for 100 grams and 3,000 mils. And no need to stir. No need to stir. So this is a good example of how we had an idea, it seemed to fit the data to begin with, but we got some more information and we had to throw out that idea. The new information has told us what probably really happening here. We've got sodium polyacrylate or instant snow. And so now this, I believe, is a good demonstration that science begins with wonder. You wonder what these things are, and then you get an idea. You gather more information. If all the information fits the idea, you keep the idea. If the information doesn't quite fit, then you need to throw that idea out and come up with another. You do the experiment to gather the evidence to convince yourself of what's really happening. I think we're all scientists. Professional scientists, we just follow up the process a little more formally, but it's still that same process. So we wonder, we dream up ideas, we test those ideas, and if the idea doesn't fit, you throw it out. If the idea does fit, you keep that idea. So on Science with Dr. Bob, we're going to try this in a lot of different ways. We're going to test other experiments. We're going to pursue our natural curiosities about the world around us and help answer those questions about how things work. So thanks for joining me today. If you have questions and want to try this experiment yourself, come to sciencewithdrbob.com. I've got the recipes there. And until next time, keep on experimenting.